Welcome to the Fleet Geeks Podcast. We're here to help develop fleet and transport professionals. Do you want to progress and develop your skills and knowledge? We promise to bring lively conversation and debate around interesting issues and keep you bang up to date with changes in our awesome industry. The Fleet Geeks are a community of professionals, and if you enjoy the podcast, why not join the discussion for free in the Fleet Geek community over on Facebook? Welcome back to the Fleet Geeks Podcast. That's who we are. That's where we're at. I've got Pam here. She's recently qualified as a DGSA, Dangerous Goods Safety Advisor, which means she did a course called... What's the actual course called? Is it called ADR something or other?
No, it's the Dangerous Goods Safety Advisor.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Which covers
the
ADR regulations
right,
and the transport and carriage of dangerous goods.
Am I throwing a curveball asking? Because ADR is like French or something, isn't it? I don't know what it actually means, or can we even pronounce it?
No,
it's fine.
Everybody just calls it ADR.
ADR, and it's basically about carriage of dangerous goods
by road.
By road.
Yeah.
So you don't cover rail or air or anything like that?
So you've got IATA and IMDG, the marine dangerous goods, and the air one as well.
Right, okay.
And there is inland waterways.
To stop you from spilling oil all over the water.
There is inland waterways as well.
Is there?
Yes.
Nice.
Which hasn't got many of those that specialise in this country.
No. So like canals and riverboats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Boring. It sounds boring, doesn't it? How was the Dangerous Goods Safety Advisor course? Was it interesting? How long did you have to study for?
It was a week-long course.
Yep.
It was probably the hardest thing I've done ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. What's the pass rate like? Is it a good pass rate or not?
So it varies, but last September's exams, when I did mine, was actually one of the lowest. So there's 3 papers that you have to do on the same day.
Okay.
So you've got the core paper, which covers a bit of a general overview. You've got the all classes one, and then you have the road paper.
Okay.
Normally the all classes sits at about 60% pass rate, and the other 2 sit around high 40s, low 50% national pass rate.
Okay.
In the September, the all classes paper had a 35% pass rate nationally. Wow. And the people that actually did the course with actually wrote to the DFT and the DVSA complaining because it's been such a huge different level of pass rate over the past years.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, cool. And you just passed it first time, right?
Well, I did pass it, but as I say, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Yeah.
So even I did NEBOSH, bearing in mind that, and obviously I've got my CPC. So even compared to those, so I think the thing is with the DGSA exam, there's no grey areas. It's either right or wrong.
Did you say you didn't pass it first time?
I did.
Yeah, no, I was going to say you did pass it first time. Yeah.
But there's no grey areas. You have to quote all the correct references from the ADR books.
Yeah.
So unlike NEBOSH, where you can potentially waffle a bit and make it a bit subjective, you can't do that with the DGSA. So
it's either right or wrong.
Yeah. So to compare the two, NEBOSH is like doing an English exam, whereas DGSA is like a maths exam. Yeah,
got you. Yeah. Fascinating. And what's my next question? So you studied for a week, you did the exam, hardest thing you've ever done, passed first time though, obviously, because you're awesome. So what for listeners, I suppose, is the question. So if people are listening and they need a DGSA, why should they get in touch?
Because obviously legally it's a requirement, but on top of that, we can also help with the transport compliance side of things as well, and also overall health and safety offering as well. So there's no point in making the whole thing disjointed. If you need support with all those areas, it's better to tie it in as one because they will overlap.
Sure, makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I guess as DGSA, so who? And I don't actually know the answer to this. So. So certain operators who move dangerous goods have to have a DGSA.
Yeah.
Who regulates that? Who is is it the traffic commissioner or is it the police or DVSA? Okay. And where is the register held? Is there an actual register held somewhere? Or?
So there's a register of DGSAs on the government website.
Okay.
But that's something that each DGSA has to put their details on.
Okay.
But other than that, there is no specific register.
Okay, cool. And then is it like a transport manager where you're then linked to that operator license, for example?
No, there's no link. And again, like with an ETM, obviously it has to be the person, not a company.
Okay.
A DGSA can be done through a company.
It can.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So.
Okay. Cool.
Hi, it's Pete from Flagship Partners. Let me ask you something. How confident are you that the right version of your policies, procedures, and any compliance documents are actually being used right now? Because if your answer is fairly confident, that's not confidence, it's hope. At Flagship, our digital services, we help fleet operators move from folders, chaos, and crossed fingers to clarity, control, and confidence. Our platform, Optifile, is built specifically for fleets like yours. One source of truth, full version control, and clear accountability, and a simple way to prove your people have seen, understood, and signed the right documents every single time. No more, which version is this? No more, I think that's updated, and no more sleepless nights before an audit. If you're serious about running a safer, greener, greater fleet, it starts with getting your foundations right. Head to Flagship Partners and discover how, through our digital services like Optifile, we can tidy up the mess, reduce risk, and give you your time back. Because compliance shouldn't be a dark art, it should be crystal clear.
And yeah, it's interesting, fascinating. Okay, and I guess so is it the DVSA or the police would prosecute an operator who weren't complying with the rules?
It's still at that side of things.
Could it still go to the traffic commissioner if it's dangerous goods related? Or
well, it could, especially if it's to do with low security.
Right. Okay.
So obviously there is overlap there as well. Okay. But yeah, it's
nice. And what are dangerous goods, if that makes sense? So batteries, chemicals.
Yeah, chemicals, explosives, gases, paint. Any of those. I mean, obviously you've got your 9 classes. Yeah. So that cover the different areas. So
okay, and there is I often hear this term limited quantities. Yeah. What does that mean?
So that's if you're doing smaller quantities, if it doesn't come into the full scope. So depending on what class it is and what quantities they are and what they're being carried in, it could potentially put it in a limited quantity, which doesn't necessarily need a DGSA. Okay. Yeah. But even once you start doing any fully ADR loads, then you're going to need a DGSA.
Right, okay, got you. So there are under each of the classes, there are certain limited quantities that you're able to...
Some of the classes, there are no limited quantities.
Okay.
So, but without...
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Please don't ask me for exact specs.
You don't need to get into the detail. No, we're not going to get into the detail there. I guess the next question then is... So... DGSA, you need to have a DGSA. Do you then need to have a different type of vehicle or a different type of trailer or something to carry dangerous goods?
It depends what it is. This is why when somebody comes and says, "I'm looking for some DGSA support," what am I looking at? I go, until you tell me what you're going to be transporting, I don't know.
Got you. Okay, cool.
So there's so many variables.
It's just I remember when I used to work for Volvo, for example, I'd spec new vehicles for ADR, and they'd need to have fire extinguishers.
Oh yeah, so you've got certain things that need to be carried, like wheel chokes and fire extinguishers and things like that. But again, depending on different classes, there's extra equipment for crew members and things like that.
Got you. And I suppose that's part of the risk assessment process, is that I ring you and say, right, I'm carrying batteries, and you go, right, okay, here's, this is what you need to do if you're carrying batteries specifically, whereas separately, if it was...
If somebody's doing radioactive, then there's going to be different specs of vehicles and trailers.
Yeah, a whole different spec. But the course for the drivers from an ADR perspective is still the same. Because do they do like a 4-day course or something?
Yeah, so you've got the driver ADR course.
Yeah, okay.
But then,
do drivers have to have that to carry dangerous goods? Do they have to have the ADR? Right, okay, so it's additional training. And that class is as part of their CPC, I would think, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, but then on top of that, obviously anybody involved in the operation has to have function-specific training.
Okay.
As well. So, for instance, planners would need to know about things like tunnel codes.
Okay.
if there's various tunnels that some classes can't go through or at certain times of the day.
Right, okay.
So that might add on 2 hours onto a journey.
Yeah, got you. Right, okay. And then that needs planning and
so they need to be aware of that
and everything like that as well. Yeah. Okay, so it sounds quite varied and broad. Are you pleased that you got to do the course and the qualification? Yeah, good, excellent. Okay. Questions on a postcard for Pam around DGSA. Would you recommend it for other people if they're listening? Is it good? Would you say that it's good CPD for a transport manager to do, or do you think not to do it unless they're going to use it because they're just going to end up forgetting what they learned?
If they're not going to use it, it's probably not worthwhile. It's a long slog, as I say, because it was a 5-day course and the 1-day exam, so there was 3 exams in 1 day, but on top of that we had 3 revision days as well, so it's the best part of a fortnight out.
Yeah.
And I personally wouldn't have been able to do it online.
Yeah, got you.
I did mine as a classroom, and I think to take in the amount of information needed, I wouldn't have been able to do that online. It needed to be in person.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. Excellent. I think that's probably all of my questions for now, Pam. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done for doing the DGSA course.
Thank you.
Well done for passing it first time. Unlike 65% of all the other people who did it, you are very much elite level. You're an elite level DGSA, Pam. Thank you. So if you're listening and you carry dangerous goods, or you want some advice around ADR awareness training or anything related to dangerous goods, Pam is your woman. She's the one to get, because she is elite level DGSA now. She smashed her exam, so she feels really uncomfortable now. She's shaking her head at me and going red. I'm going to cut off now before I get punched. Lovely to see you all. Thank you all for joining us on the podcast. We'll see you on a future episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please share with your friends and colleagues too. Join us for free on Facebook with the Fleet Geeks community for transport and fleet managers. Fleet Geeks offers ongoing professional development, networking and mentoring too. So get in touch with me, Pete Rushmer, on any social media platform to find out more.